how to do it. Let me show you how to do it.
Hi guys, so I have this fan that is not working. When I turn the switch on, it does not do anything, and it's basically not working. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and remove this fan, and I'll show you what exactly can happen once your fan is not working. And just make sure you guys check the switch first. It could be the switch. Sometimes these switches go bad, but in my case the switches are good. So I know it's something to do with the fan. And once we remove the fan, we can check the voltage over there, and that's going to give you a good indication that your switch is good. And if the voltage is good, then we can go ahead and remove the fan. And there is a mechanism in there that I'm going to go ahead and remove it. I may not be able to record the whole thing while removing, but it's a very easy piece. You just remove the cover, which is, you can just pull it out, and then you can just pull out the mechanism. And then inside the mechanism, I'll show you what exactly there is that you need to replace. Okay, so I purchased an entire assembly that you can see on the left hand side, and on the right hand side is the guts of the older assembly that I removed, and I kind of took it apart to show you guys exactly what's in there. So we'll be taking a look in this video in details. In my case, this entire assembly that I purchased that is on the left hand side, I cannot install this whole thing because this plate is kind of different in size. So I'm going to have to remove this motor from this assembly and then install this motor into my older casing that you see on the right hand side. So let's get to work. So this is the one I picked up from Amazon, and this was my existing one. As you can see, I took it apart. My motor is bad, so the only difference is I could not find the exact same replacement because I wanted it to fit in the existing fixture. So I bought this one. It was a lot cheaper for me to buy the whole casing versus just buying the motor itself. So might as well just buy the whole thing, and you can now extract the motor and replace it. Now the motor size is exactly the same, as you can see. It's the same motor. For that, you need a T15 screwdriver, and you start unscrewing it. There are two screws, you may see at the very bottom right here. So you just need to undo those, and you'll have this piece that comes off. So that this is the piece that you see, and you can just lift this, and once you lift this piece, then you have the actual shaft, which is mounted under this one. So let's go ahead and remove this. But before you remove this, what you can do is you can pull this fan out, so it's easily removable. Now you can see how much is really coming out. So when you put this back in your new housing, you just make sure you just match the exact depth. So this is very easy to pull off. Just put some pressure, and that should slide right off. There you go. So now we're going to go ahead and remove the motor. Now be very careful. You may want to put some gloves on if you can do it safely, but this thing is very sharp and it can really cut your hand. So be very, very extra careful. So I'm just going to go ahead and remove the whole thing like that. You don't really have to take everything apart like I did over there, because now we're just going to mount the exact same way. So I can take this. Just keep track of how you removed it. So properly. It's like that. And this is where we're going to put in our screws right here. I'm going to start screwing one of these guys in. Same thing on the other one. There you can see. It should be really nice and snug, you know, make sure it's not moving, because this is a moving part, and if it has any flexibility in there, it's gonna make a noise and vibration. So make sure it's nice and tight, both ends. And we should be able to move this easily. Now it's just a matter of us putting the fan on. So either you can use your old one or you can use your new one. I see some damage on my old one, so I'm just going to go ahead and put this away and use my old one. Just make sure you put it in the right orientation. And is it the right height? So I think that's pretty good. So that completes the job, and you can go ahead and put this in, plug it in, install it, and it should be good and working. So let me show you guys the old motor. So one of the ways you can test this guy is check the impedance on this particular one and see what the impedance is like. You know, in my case, it was coming on and off. So that kind of gave me an indication that something is kind of like broken inside, you know, that sometimes it works, sometimes it does not work. There are really tiny piece of copper wires. So, you know, it's possible that one of the wires is kind of broken, and, you know, that's why it's causing me those intermittent issues. This is the shaft that goes in like this, and when you apply electricity right here, it creates a magnetic field which turns the shaft, you know. So, and then this is kind of like going on top to make sure everything stays intact. And that's how it's pretty much, that's how it works basically. So this thing is bad, so I'm gonna get rid of this, and I'm gonna go ahead and install my new fan. Okay, so I put everything back to normal, and let's see if it works or not. There you go. Working good. That's it, guys. Installation of this fan is very simple. You know, I mean, all I had to do was snap it in, and that's pretty much it. It's very simple. So hopefully this video helps you guys fix your exhaust fan. And if you guys like the video, please subscribe to my channel and like the video for more videos like this. Thank you.